On a perfect summer afternoon for baseball, we welcome after this one, it's the road trip finale between the Chicago Cubs and the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Bert Block, Netherlands will be the starter. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he's closing in on a major milestone, 300 career victories. Looking for him to inch a bit closer here in this one.
Dexter Fowler will stand in as he'll enter play fourth in the National League batting race.
And I don't think this really should be a surprise to anybody. We all know what kind of skill he possesses with a bat in his hand.
Line towards center field. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard to open up the ball game.
And that is just one heck of an at-bat right there, leading off your half of the first inning. He works the count to 3-2. He lets everybody on the bench see what this guy is featuring, and then he tops it all off by getting on base with a leadoff single. For a table setter, how much better can it get?
Line drive to left. Oh, and this goes right past him. Around third, Fowler heading home. Now the relay home, and he is in there.
And that play was just an absolute mess. I mean, if you want to see a manager lose his mind, try letting a guy score from first on an error. And that's an absolute gift of a run there.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in here. Currently 6th in the National League in RBIs, but with a good chance to pad that total here.
And you know, he had a strong last month.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game. Anthony Rizzo will stand in now as the National League's leading hitter entering play.
And you know, guys, it's the middle of the summer now, and he's putting together a great season. I just love the way he's been swinging it all year.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And they have trouble with it in right center. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 3-0 game. David Ross stands in with another first-inning RBI opportunity in store.
Yeah, and this has been an impressive first inning for these guys, and you know they'd love to tack one on here.
Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run.
Grandpa Rocky just hit 500 feet.
So a 2-run shot to left center, and the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
Damn, 497.
When you have a hitter down in the count like that, you got to bury him or at least get him to chase something out of the zone. That pitch is way too hittable, and he pays for it. Just an enormous mistake, and now he's so upset with himself.
To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 36 on the year for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. Now obviously this pace won't last, but man, he is hitting everything in sight.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Rasmus waits on it.
Batting 8.
Stepping into the box, Chris Archer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Lileven sets his sights. Here's the 1-1. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Batting 9.
Ryan Howard takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. The 2-1 pitch. Launched to right field and deep. Back goes Gonzalez. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall.
You want to put a big smile on the face of your starting pitcher? Give him a 6-run lead early on and see what you get. He's got to be loving this right now, and I got a feeling they're not done scoring runs for him yet.
On the ground to second base, this could be 2. Espinoza on to Moss, too late, and they'll settle for just the 1. Chris Bryant set to try it again at the plate. He reached on an error and then eventually scored last time up. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. The 2-1 on its way. Oh, and he leaves another pitch over the plate here. This one's sent high in the air out to deep left center field. And for the 3rd time this afternoon, he has surrendered a home run.
514.
So a 3-run shot to left center. 32 now for the season as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
492 feet.
Well, as an offense, you always wish that you could bottle whatever you've got going right now and take it into all your games. Whatever it is, sometimes guys just feed off one another. They start thinking, well, hey, if this guy can hit a home run and then he hits a home run, when I get up there, maybe I can hit a home run too. And now that's 3 home runs they've struck for in this 1 inning.
Tony Cingrani will go to work much earlier than anticipated here as they'll try and sort this mess out in the very first inning. Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. Line toward right center. And boy, the Cubs have come to play as this is good for extra bases as well. And he's 2 for 2 as he's in there with a double. Anthony Rizzo stands in following an RBI single this first time through.
And they take another single right here too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Line drive to center field. Span is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally retired.
Oh my God.
But not before they hang a 9 spot on him here to really open up this ball game. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Cubs 9. The Mets coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Chris Archer, a right-hander from North Carolina, is the man on the mound. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, his batting average against this year is under 250. He's really had his way with the offense.
Denard Span will stride forward to lead it off. And I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or 2 on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
Catcher.
Yogi Berra will stand in hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. Carlos Gonzalez will stand in now, and his batting average currently good for 7th in the National League. Now a chopper to first, might only get 1. To second for 1. On to the pitcher covering it first, and it's your textbook 3-6-1 double play that'll get him out of the inning. Matt Belisle is going to come on now here in just the 2nd inning, so he'll likely be asked to work a few innings here. David Ross will stand in to lead off the 2nd, and what will they do for an encore after the 1st inning they put together?
Well, you know, Matt, they might not have to do anything at all. That's how good the 1st inning was.
Hit hard towards center, and a base hit here to open up the 2nd. Javier Baez will see if he can do it again. He homered his first time around, and it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hard liner towards short, but this is pulled in by the shortstop. And with that, let's take a look now at how the Mets will set things up on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what's the word?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shit. Mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Here's a swing, and oh, man! two-run home run that time for Jason Hayward. 29 home runs for him on the year as this lead got even wider.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Not much more to say here. I mean, this has just been an awful performance from these guys, top to bottom. They can't hit the ball, they can't catch the ball, and they can't throw the ball. Nothing has gone right. They got to be thinking, this one, it can't end soon enough.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Wong has it on to first, and they're able to get Howard on the ground ball, 2 away. Dexter Fowler stands in. He'll try to improve in this at-bat after grounding into a fielder's choice his last time up. Sharply hit ball back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
So smart here at the plate. You can see he's not trying to hit the ball out of the park. There are times for that, but here he's got a guy out there on third, so this is just a short, compact swing. Just looking to get that run home. He's able to get the job done.
Chris Bryant steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around third and being waved on home. In to score is the runner from first, and he's in there safely. He's got a double. Striding into the box, Kyle Schwarber. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time.
And meanwhile now, here's a drive out to right center. And this ball is going to clear the wall. It's a home run.
I thought he had a 500-foot home run before this.
So it's a two-run shot to right center. Number 21 for him on the season as the blowout continues.
Whatever these guys are putting in their pregame meal, you can be darn sure they're getting the same setup tomorrow. That's 5 home runs as a team now. I mean, these guys are feeling it up there.
In now, Anthony Rizzo. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the third out of the inning. But they manage to bat around as 9 men come to the plate and 6 of them score. Jake Lamb will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, kind of more of the same for him, guys. I mean, you can see that he's not sporting the strongest batting average this year.
Right side, Rizzo is there, and he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Batting fifth.
Standing in, Brandon Moss. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Archer looks in. Here it is on 0-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Falling for it, Howard. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he'll get in there safely.
Batting sixth.
Colby Rasmus will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. Hit down the line at first. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Danny Espinoza will stand in, hoping to perhaps pick up a base hit so we can climb over that Mendoza line. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mets leave 1. Start the bus. They're down 15-0. Gotta love the natural beauty of Denver's surrounding areas, and we thank you for joining us for Matinee Baseball on the show today. Anthony Swarzak is going to come out to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the 3rd inning, he may be asked to work for a while. this is hit high in the air out toward left center. Span is under it. He's got it one away.
Touch second before he even caught it.
The batter, number 9, shortstop.
Javier Baez strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. But unfortunately, right at the shortstop for the second out.
Now batting.
At the plate, Jason Hayward. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Oh, and guys, he absolutely hammered that pitch. When you're talking about a long home run, they all count the same, but goodness gracious, was that thing hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a two-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Chris Archer steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, you love your pitchers to be weapons at the plate, and this is his second hit of the ball game. The only problem is, on a hot day like this, sometimes you'd like him to just save his energy and get back in the dugout.
Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone, a home run. Ryan Howard unloads on a 3-run homer as they just continue to pour it on here.
You want to talk about an offensive explosion? That's 6 home runs as a team so far. I mean, you might get that once a season. The whole lineup's been absolutely dialed in.
Stepping in now, Dexter Fowler. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. A solo home run there for Dexter Fowler. Number 26 for him on the season as this lead got even wider.
Just like the guy before him, he went up there with a very aggressive mindset at the plate. So when he got his pitch, he wasn't thinking, I'm going to hit a line drive. He was thinking, I'm going deep. This ball clears the wall by plenty.
Here it comes, 0-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Bryant around first, heading for second. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon. Coming to the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. Span looks up, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his 2nd home run of the game as the blowout continues.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His 2nd home run of the ball game. And it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one. So he's definitely locked in.
Into the box, Anthony Rizzo. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Back goes Span, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. Number 35 now on the season as they just continue to pour it on here.
My goodness, it's not too often that you're going to see an outburst like this. That's 4 home runs in this inning alone. I don't know if the wind's picked up or everything's out over the middle of the plate, but baseballs are flying all over this place.
There's a drive out to left center field. Around first, on his way to second now. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double. So he's into second there with their 4th double of the ball game. And right on cue, we'll take a look at the team leaders in doubles from a league-wide standpoint.
Yeah, and there you see where they rank in that stat category. So you can tell they're really a gap-to-gap team. And anytime you can wall up double baggers like they can, you're producing runs. Quite a luxury to have.
They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. And he will pull into second with an RBI double. Jason Hayward steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. This is line to left. Rasmus is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally retired. Big inning for him, though, as they bat around and score 8 times to open up this lead even further. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Cubs lead it. Colton Wong will get his first cuts here. Archer steps into his windup, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat. So it's back to the top of the order now. And standing fourth is the left-handed hitting Bernard Span. Lifted the other way out to left center. Schwarber on the move. And that's the third out. Down in order go the Mets. And as you can see, they are way behind. Shea Simmons is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Gonzalez is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting.
Ryan Howard strides forward to bat again, coming off a home run that plated 3 scores in his last appearance.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit. The throw into second, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, this is a good fastball hitting team, and if you put these guys in a position where they can afford to just sit on fastballs, they're going to have a lot of success. And sure enough, he gets ahead in the count, he gets himself that fastball, and then he drives it for 2 bases. This is easy, isn't it?
High in the air and deep to left center field. Span going back on it. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, his 2nd of the game, as this lead got even. Now another one hit deep to left. Span racing back. Gone! Back-to-back homers. So a solo shot here to left center field. His 2nd home run of the game as the blowout continues. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one.
First baseman number 40.
Anthony Rizzo leans in looking to replicate his last at-bat when he launched a solo home run.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
In there, a base hit.
Boy, they are really sticking it to him right here. That's the 5th hit he's coughed up in this inning alone, and you got to believe that that leash is getting a little bit shorter with each passing batter.
Hit hard up the middle, and that's in there, base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away. Javier Baez strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. skied into straightaway right. Gonzalez the catch. Now here comes the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly. Sean Tollison is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the fourth inning. Bullet back up the middle. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. Span able to get to it quickly here, so they'll hold the runner at third. Chris Archer will stand in now with the bases loaded, 2 away, and a chance to really help himself out.
And at the very least, he's got to focus on getting something in play. He can really help himself out with just a simple single here.
And he'll get over to... Oh, it kicks off his glove. How did he do that? And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the third out. So forced into the box, Yogi Berra. He reached on a single in his first try. Archer gets the sign. Here's the 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Rizzo is there for it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 5.
So with one gone, here's Carlos Gonzalez. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2.
And now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. A solo shot here for Carlos Gonzalez. Number 196 for his career. But that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit. 1 run on 3 hits. And 3 errors for these guys so far this afternoon. Back to the mound and off his leg. He's safe. A great recovery, but he couldn't get it there in time.
Oh, nice recovery, though.
And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Brendan Moss steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Colby Rasmus. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And a pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position, trying to strike him out for the second time. And now there's ball 4 as this goes straight to the backstop. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Danny Espinoza. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Pulled toward right center field. Hayward has a read on it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly. Ryan Zimmerman will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Denard Span will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Howard has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases loaded. Joaquin Soria is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Liner toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Dexter Fowler. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Ready with the 1-1. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His 3rd home run of the ball game, as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Here it is. His 3rd home run of the ball game. He's having an afternoon to remember so far.
Line toward the alley and left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit.
Center fielder number 12.
Kyle Schwarber stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
And this is going to find the alley, as he might have himself his 2nd double of the ball game. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner from first comes around to score.
All right, guys, you ready for this? That is now a 30 spot they've thrown up in the ballgame. I think I'm going to need a few more pages for my scorebook. I can't fit any more runs on this page.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. The runner from second crosses the plate, and he will pull into second with an RBI double. David Ross steps in with 4 hits already in this one, and looking for number 5 here.
Well, he's just stroking it, Matt. I was watching him earlier in batting practice, and he looked good, but I didn't know it was going to be this good.
Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. Javier Baez strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Addison Russell will come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out.
Addison Russell.
Shot back up the middle, and that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. Jason Hayward steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park, just like he did in the second. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now, and gone. Home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his 2nd of the game, as this lead got even wider. Standing in now, Chris Archer. Hard liner to center field. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. Ryan Howard will stand in, and remember, he's the guy that started this mess as they've now batted around here in the inning.
And from a defensive point of view, they're no closer to getting out of the inning than they were the first time he came up to bat.
Now a shot out toward the alley in right center. Around third and being waved on home. And a relay home, and not in time as the run scores.
And the wheels have definitely come off the bus now. It's up to a 9-run inning after that at-bat. And I got a feeling they might not be done yet.
1-1, here it comes. Shot toward right center, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
And they have definitely blown the lid off of this inning now. That's 10 runs that have come in to score. They put this one well out of reach.
Here it comes on 1-1. Shot back up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit.
Center fielder number 12.
Kyle Schwarber is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the third inning. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Span patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away. Number 64 is on, and he'll take over on the mound. Anthony Rizzo will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out.
And now he gets to face some fresh meat. He's already got 1 homer in this game, remember.
And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate, and he's safe. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, David Ross. He's 5 for 6 to this point.
Not only is his average on the rise, but I'm sure his confidence is too. He's probably thinking, why can't I do this all the time?
Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
The batter.
Addison Russell stands in following an RBI single his first time through. Driven nicely into the gap. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Around third and being waved on home. The relay throw, and he's in there with a 2-run triple.
Well, this has been an extra base exhibition so far. It's going to continue as this one goes for 3 bases, and it's going to drive in 2 more runs.
In now, Jason Hayward. Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. Ball pulled in by Span, and here comes the runner from third. In to score, the runner from third. Ready for another chance? Chris Archer. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, he showed a little prowess with the bat last time, and they may have to pitch him a little bit tougher right here.
Liner towards second. That gets down, and the inning continues. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Ryan Howard. He's 5 for 6 to this point. Number 5 magic here is he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Gonzalez. And that ends the inning. And they wind up batting around in the order a couple of times here as 15 men wind up coming across to score. Addison Russell will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Shortstop, number 27. Addison.
Number 40 will stay in the ball game now and take over in left field. Yogi Berra come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound.
Your attention,
You gotta hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another
now
inning.
playing right field, number 18.
Archer's ready. 2-2 pitch on its way. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Carlos Gonzalez stands in, coming off a solo homer in his previous trip. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And there's a swing and a miss by Gonzalez as he's a strikeout victim here. 2 away. Jake Lamb stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Zobrist has a play, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3, and they remain well behind. David Robertson is going to get the call here in a surprise move. I mean, this is the 6th inning. Dexter Fowler will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rout.
Chris Bryant stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one. Robertson pauses. 3-1 on its way. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Here's the payoff pitch. But right at the shortstop for the second out.
Center fielder number 12.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. That gets down and the inning will continue. Matt Shoemaker will come on now to try and sort this mess out as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Jake Arrieta will come on now and pinch run here. A runner on first with 2 away.
Jake Arrieta.
Hit sharply toward the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. David Ross will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So with that home run, he's now just 2 shy of an even 100 for his career.
Well, 100 home runs is a nice round number, Matt, but not such a big number that he'll get too excited about it. I'm sure he'll get the ball, put it on a shelf, and move on.
Into the box now, Addison Russell. Swinging a line drive to left. Rasmus is there, and he'll make the catch. Jake Arrieta will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field.
Brandon Moss will dig in now as he'll lead things off for the Mets in their half of the 6th.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Andrew Miller will take over on the mound now here in the 6th inning. Brandon Moss will dig in now as he'll lead things off for the Mets in their half of the 6th. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Colby Rasmus stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Swing and a miss, but he's still in the driver's seat, 3-1. Swing and a miss as he went after the slider there, and that'll run the count full. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. 3 runs, 4 hits, and 3 errors for these guys so far this afternoon. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Number 9, shortstop.
Seared down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. On a big swing, and he crushes this ball deep. My goodness, a long home run.
500? Is it 500?
So a solo home run off the bat of Ben Zobrist. Home run number 9 on the year as the blowout continues.
Oh, man. Well, one thing you can say about this guy, he doesn't hit many fence scrapers. I mean, look where this thing comes down. There aren't too many guys that are going to visit that area of the yard. That is way out of here.
On the move is Span. 1 away.
Now batting,
Number 40 digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Shoemaker's ready. 1-1 pitch on its way. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 24 home runs for him on the season as they just continue to pour it on here.
420.
You know, it's just not that often that you're going to beat a guy like this around the yard the way they've done so far. I mean, he came into this game with an ERA in the 2s, but it's going to get up there after this shellacking.
Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting.
Chris Bryant gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Now a swing and a high fly ball. This one out to deep left center field. And my gracious, the merry-go-round continues. He's served up yet another home run.
This could be 500.
So a solo shot here to left center field. His 3rd home run of the ball game as this lead got even wider.
492, damn.
We've definitely seen a lot of offense in this game, but the bulk of it's come right here from this guy. I mean, man, I don't even know where to tell you to pitch this guy. He's hitting everything in sight.
Now a ball lined toward right center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Another example here. This is right over the middle of the plate. It's elevated a bit. Just a complete miss in location, and they jump on him again.
Ready with the 3-0 pitch. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A 2-run shot at the bat of Anthony Rizzo. His 2nd home run of the game as the blowout continues.
Oh, yeah, 504 feet.
Well, we can show you the replay here, but I'm not all that convinced that this ball has even come down yet. Goodness gracious. This is a fastball that he absolutely barrels up. And with his strength, this ball's going a long way.
Yeah, 504 feet.
Stepping in now, David Ross. Hit hard back up the middle. And he'll have himself a base hit. Addison Russell ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Fly ball heading for the alley. Span giving chase. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Around 3rd and being waved on home. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from 1st.
Well, that's what he's done well all season. Mets swing the bat with runners in scoring with the RBI double.
Sliced hard on the ground. Wong is there. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. Aroldis Chapman will come on much too early here if you ask me. It's just the 7th inning.
Aroldis Chapman.
Colton Wong will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time. 1-2, here it comes. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the 3rd base dugout, and he's retired here 1 away.
The pitcher, number 50.
Matt Shoemaker will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ballgame, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Hard to call that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup at 88. That's a fastball for a lot of guys in this league.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder has a beat on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. And as you... Aroldis Chapman will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rasmus on the run, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. Number 40 will stand in to try it again, already with one home run of the ball game, and on cue, there it was back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. Line toward the gap in left center, and that'll get down out there. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. Dexter Fowler comes to the plate looking to do something only a handful of players have ever done. Hit 4 home runs in a single game.
And this is exciting, and I wouldn't doubt him at all, Matty. I mean, he's obviously seeing the ball really well right now.
And that's in there, base hit. So standing in, Chris Bryant. And he's got a very real opportunity at making some history here.
Yeah, all he needs here is the double, guys, so he's going to be feeling just a little bit of pressure. Cycles are so rare to get.
Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman, but he gets back in time, safe at second base. Jake Arrieta strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around.
And everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Now a ball ripped into deep center field. Span is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. Anthony Rizzo stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one. He pulls this one into right, and a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. David Ross steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ballgame right here.
That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. Span able to get to it quickly here, so they'll hold the runner at third.
Now batting, shortstop.
Addison Russell stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
Gonzalez on the run. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave. Yogi Berra digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
1 away.
Now batting, right
Carlos
fielder.
Gonzalez digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Chapman has the target. Here's the 1-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Jake Lamb will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Again, he sends it out of play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Right side hit hard, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. Brandon Moss gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Still 2-2. 2 out with the man at first. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets strand one, and they remain well behind. Ben Zobrist stands in for his swings once again. He rounded the bases on a home run back in the 7th. Lined hard to center field, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Now batting.
The pitcher, Aroldis Chapman, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
Swing and a liner toward right center. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. Number 40 will be the batter. 2 for 3 with a home run thus far.
Yeah, having a solid performance in this one. Definitely been a bright spot for them offensively.
Shoemaker comes set. 1-1 on its way. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Around third and being waved on home. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out. Standing in and working on a fantastic game, Dexter Fowler. He has 7 runs driven into his name so far.
Huge game for him so far, and he's looking for even more.
And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. 1 run is scored. The runner scores from second. Chris Bryant comes to the plate looking to improve on what's already been a huge game at the plate. 6 runs driven in his previous at-bats.
Talk about seizing the day. 6 RBIs and counting. What a game.
Hard hit towards center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't sure they were going to send him on that ball. This was hit awfully hard, but they decided to roll the dice and take a chance to score him, and it's going to wind up paying off.
Hit hard back up the middle. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. Anthony Rizzo stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here.
I'll tell you what, I'd like to take another look at where this thing comes down. There are not too many guys that are going to get out to that area. That's about in the 460 range. That's one of the furthest we're going to see all year.
Into the box, David Ross. Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. So that long ball has taken him 1 away from the century mark in home runs for his career. Not a major milestone, but a pretty impressive number nonetheless.
Yeah, good for him. He's really shown some solid power so far in his career. And he's about to reach a milestone that quite a few major league hitters never reach.
But this will hang up just a bit as it's taken in chest high for a tough second out.
There you go.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Span on the run, and that retires the side. Final damage here, 10 come to the plate, 7 runs score. Colby Rasmus will lead things off here in the ninth in what's been a truly forgettable ball game for this home 9, and not a very inspiring performance either.
And I guess the kicker for me is the way that these guys are responding. It's one thing to go out and get clobbered. It happens, but when you get guys going through the motions, not running out ground balls, not backing up, that's where I take issue.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. Into the windup, here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Fowler ranges to his left. Throw on to first, and the Mets are down to their final out.
Second baseman, number 16.
Colton Wong will stand in here. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice to this point. Ground ball left side. Bryant is up with it. Throw on to first. He'll be in time to get him. And the Cubs have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
And this save will wind up being the 3-inning variety, and that's got to be okay with him as he gets the final 9 outs to finish off this victory.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a game to remember for that man right there. He winds up finishing with 3 home runs. And what surprised me was, after a while, why even pitch to him?
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Caro, Steve Lyon.